الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونشكره ونستعين به ونسترشده ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وقائدنا ومرشدنا وحجتنا وشفيعنا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة. عباد الله، أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله وطاعته، وأحثكم على التمسك بهدي قرآنه وسنة نبيه. فقد قال الله جل من قائل: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام، إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. صدق الله العظيم. My dear brothers, sisters, imagine a scenario where someone who is very dear to you gives you a present, a gift, and then ask yourself, who is happier with this gift? The one who gave it to you, or you who received it? So you receive a gift from someone who is very special, very dear to you. Who do you think is happier with that gift? The one who gave it to you or yourself? Well, it depends. It depends. If you find the gift useful, and then you start using it, and the one who gave it to you sees over and over and over again that you are benefiting from that gift. If this is the case, you know, I know, we can assure each other that the one who gave it to you will be happier than yourself, because he saw that the gift he gave you was of benefit, that you used it and you keep using it. So he was right, she was right in choosing that gift for you. But if you take that gift and you store it somewhere and you do not use it, and the person who is dear to you and can see you often sees and feels that his or her gift made no meaning or had no meaning to you, and that you are not using it, well, at the moment you received it, you were happy, but then the person who is seeing you not really caring about his or her gift will be disappointed. The reason I asked this question through this example is because of an ayah I'm going to share with us from Surah Fatir, and then I will try to cast this example on the ayah, or cast the ayah on the example, and then we will see the relationship. We'll have a better understanding, inshaAllah, of the meaning of that ayah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والذي أوحينا من الكتاب هو الحق مصدقا لما بين يديه إن الله بعباده لخبير بصير ثم أورثنا الكتاب الذين اصطفينا من عبادنا فمنهم ظالم لنفسه ومنهم مقتصد ومنهم سابق بالخيرات بإذن الله ذلك هو الفضل الكبير. صدق الله العظيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that which we have revealed of the book is the absolute truth. Is the absolute truth that continues the truth that came before it. Verily, Allah knows His servants very well and sees them very clearly. And then God says, we delivered, we gave, we gifted that book to those that we have entrusted to share it with others. We gave it to them as a gift. Awrathna here means that we chose some people that we entrusted and said, take it and share it. However, God says that people who received it fell under three categories. The first category just took it and then shelved it somewhere. They did not pay attention to it. They know it's there. They took the gift, but they put it somewhere. And then the second category, they took it and they used it occasionally. They used it for the basic minimum need whenever they had it. However, the third category, they took it, they used it as often as they could, and they shared it with others with the leave and the approval and the pleasure of the one who gave it. Such is the best bounty that we may receive. Now we started to really equate the example with the ayah that I just recited. Because the final revelation to humankind was the final gift that God entrusted us to share. And when we share, we use before we share. It's a human nature that before you share something, you use it. You enjoy it, and when you enjoy it, you feel that it is something you could share with others. And God said, as you heard, that for this gift, the final revelation to humankind, some people were under the category of ظالم لنفسه. And this is why now some of you, I don't claim that all of us would know why did I choose this particular ayah and this particular example, because of ظلم النفس. Let me explain. You know, ظلم is derived from ظلام. ظلم, which is oppression. Being unfair, being unjust, treating others in a way that is not right. This is oppression. And the worst kind of oppression is when you oppress oneself, when you oppress yourself, because our worst enemy is that which is inside us. Why am I talking about this? Because today is the beginning, the first day of the 7th month of the Islamic year, the lunar calendar, the month of Rajab, one of the four months that we call inviolable. Al-Ashhur al-Hurum. إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا يوم خلقت في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض منها 4 حرم ذلك الدين القيم فلا تظلموا فيهن أنفسكم. Now in those inviolable months, and this is one of them, make sure that you do not belong to the category of فَمِنْهُمْ ظَالِمٌ لِنَفْسِهِ. During this month, try to reconcile, try to open that gift that you received from your beloved, or the one you claim to love so much and want to love you in return. Open that gift, see what's inside it. Prepare yourself to enter the big, beautiful garden, the garden of Ramadan. Look, here I will take just a little aside break. Imagine, you know that windy night about 10 days ago when there was lots of snow. It was so windy, it was so cold. Imagine at that time you were on a long highway and you got on a stretch of the highway that is so dark and the wind is howling and the snow is so heavy that your wipers could not keep up and the snow is building on the windshield. Imagine, just imagine, and all of a sudden, your peripheral vision saw an orange color on the dashboard or on the monitor, and you looked and your fuel is very low. That's when you start to panic. That's when you forget about all your worries. Nothing is important to you. You just want the first gas station to fill that gas tank. Every year is a highway. And our beloved who gave us the gift, he says, okay, you can go and fill up your tank free. This is a card. And so he stops us, every few months. Before the months of Hajj, he stops us in Dhul Qa'dah and then Dhul Hijjah and says, take your time and go through Muharram, go back home. And then there is Rabi' al-Awwal, Rabi' al-Thani, and now there is Rajab leading to Sha'ban and Ramadan. Because in Rajab we plant the seeds, in Sha'ban we water them, and in Ramadan the fruits will come out. You don't just hit Ramadan and say, okay, I'm going to be a good person in Ramadan. You have to prepare. And that is what Rajab is all about. Even though there are no special prayers, there are no assigned days of fasting, there's nothing that the Prophet said you should do in Rajab. But Rajab is that gate that opens, and today we go through it to the service station called Ramadan. And perhaps when you arrive at that service station, we will enjoy that gift, and we will not be among those who are ظالم لنفسه. ظالم لنفسه, imagine if that gift is so good, and you do not even break the gift paper. You did not take it from that gift wrap. You just kept it in that bag. You did not look at it. And then one time, when you really are feeling so depressed, you start to look at things just like that, and you open that and say, where did this come from? I wish I had discovered it before. But it could be too late. You may not benefit from it at that time. So let us, at that time when you discover that, wouldn't you say that you are ظالم لنفسك, that you are really unfair to yourself, that you were so unjust to the self, because you could benefit from that gift. It could be too late. So this is Rajab. I do not want to take any longer, because today we have a dear guest of our community, and I would like you to stay after the prayer to listen to what he has to say. We are, so excited to hear the messages that will help us, because in the second khutbah, I'm going to just basically try to give my understanding of how we could be wronging ourselves by not listening to those messages. Because we are living in a country where each one of us has to enjoy the gifts that we receive. And the Qur'an is our recipe that shows us how to make the best use of every goodwill gift that we have to open and look at and use. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. Make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will accept our dua. Ameen ya Rabbal Alamin. الحمد لله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Now, I could have taken the classical highway that shows the meaning of ظلم and nafs that we hear all the time, because we heard many a time before our speakers, our imams tell us about dhulm and nafs. But today I wanted to take a parallel highway to the 401. I wanted to go on a scenic highway so that we understand that dhulm and nafs can be of two approaches. You can wrong yourself by being oblivious, by just sitting down and doing nothing. You're not doing anything. By that, you would be wronging yourself. by sitting down and not opening the Qur'an and learning that which is good and which is bad, and doing the good and avoiding the bad, you will be wronging yourself by just the mere act of doing nothing. This is dhulm al-nafs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not send the Qur'an for us to hear people recited on DVDs or CDs when someone dies in our family. This is not what the Qur'an for. And if you do not live the Qur'an and know what's in it, you are wronging yourself. You are oppressing yourself. You are being unjust to yourself. So this is one approach. The other approach is to open the Qur'an, knowing what is right and what is wrong, and still allow your inner self to do that which is wrong. This is dhulm al-nafs. Because the outcome, as we know, will be punishment from the Almighty God, whether in this dunya, in this life, or in the hereafter. So if you do that which is wrong, you are being unjust to yourself. You are being wrong. Why did you do that? So either you don't do anything, or you do that which is bad. Therefore, we know that which will help us as a community by outreaching, by going out, and by living our Islam and sharing the real Islam with others. Because when others will know and discover what real Islam is all about, I tell you something, there are little examples that sometimes I'm sure that the father of this child would be very proud of his son. I'm not going to mention names, but my son came to me and he says, there's a grade 6 student, a Muslim, who is now taking grade 12 advanced function, grade 6 student, and he was the top, and he is taking university level physics, and he is at 100 level, and he's a grade 6 student. He's from our center here. When he told me, I got goosebumps, and he says that everybody is talking about him being a Muslim because his name is clearly a Muslim name. Now these examples and others that we know, by sharing who we are with others, not only by being, geniuses, but being the good models that will come out of the Qur'an, because people think that the Qur'an teaches violence. But when we live the Qur'an properly and go and walk with the Qur'an, I don't mean literally holding it, but walk with the Qur'an by living the ideals and morality of the Qur'an, others will appreciate us for who we are. Let us not wrong ourselves. This is Rajab. So enter the door. And Ramadan is, we can see it now. It is at a distance where we can see it. Prepare for it. God gave this to us as a gift. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وخطايانا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم علمنا من ديننا ما جهلنا وذكرنا منه ما نسينا وكن معنا ولا تكن علينا. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر.